Right, so this is look, this is the man Kwame Yeboah that you've been hearing of, and it's interesting the season we find ourselves in. You know, the month of August obviously is the Homowo or the Gun festivals, and you know, you couldn't have chosen a better song. But you know, I was tempted to sing along.
No, you know what? I was hearing the hums, and the hums. I'm like, yeah.
No, let's do it again. Let me try again. Let me try again.
So let's go from.
Dete blofo me viete ri mena me ba hon wolo dete blofo me viete ri mena me ba hon wolo ta ina gura ta ye ya wo ta o manye aba ta o manye aba ta o manye aba. Kwame, Nyamisha me trap power.
Me that's it. No. First single.
Thank you, Charlie. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you too.
Charlie, look, it's going to be one of my most difficult conversations on Footprints.
I think
so this is Kwame Yeboah. And you know, at times I try to introduce the people, but you know what? Let me give you an assignment. Just Google his name. It will make life easier for you. Kwame, welcome to Footprint.
Thank you.
We'll take a short break. When we come back, we will go through his footprint. And I'll tell you what, don't be deceived by the size of the man. He has a compendium of works that will impact you after watching this one. I am Samuel Atamensa. We'll be right back.
Born in Accra and raised in Abekan La Paz, Kwame Yeboah discovered his love for music early, inspired by his father, a band leader. From brass band drummer to lead trumpet player, his journey flourished as he worked with Ghanaian icons like Tego Sisters and Kwadwo. Internationally, he has toured with legends including Stevie Wonder, Craig David, and Rick Rock. Today, Kwame's unique sound continues to inspire and transcend generations. He tells the rest of his compelling story now.
Welcome back to the program. This is Footprint. I am Samuel Atamensa, and as you know by now, it's Kwame Yeboah on Footprint. And we are going to have a real jolly ride. Kwame,
yes.
Where do you live now?
I live Accra/London. And Accra, like
it's difficult to pin you down to one location,
it's
man.
Not easy.
Yeah.
It's not easy. But I think because of the job I chose, it makes it difficult. Even when I'm at home in Ghana, I still have to go to CTFM. I have to go to Channel 1. I have to go to the old place, the new place, this place.
So you're all over the place.
I think it's part of it.
Tell me, so what do you call yourself? A musician?
I call myself a multi-instrumentalist, artist, music producer. Yeah, one day it's gonna be okay. That's how I call myself.
You mean a music hustler?
No, I think the right term for me is Bangbi.
Bangbi?
Yes.
Ocho Bangbi.
Bangbi.
Correct. So that suggests to me that this talent was cultivated from childhood.
Yes.
How long have you been doing this keyboard business?
This keyboard business has been since the end of 1992.
Okay, 1992.
Up until now. But before that, I had some other instruments that were that I paid more attention to certain instruments before 1992. But from 1992, keyboard kind of took.
So your musical journey started with which instrument?
The cowbell.
The cowbell?
Yeah. You know, the cowbell that you play.
Yeah, is it what we did, the kumkum?
The kumkum, the tuntun sansan.
Tuntun sansan.
Yeah.
That's what you used to do?
That's what I used to do.
And how were you exposed to that?
Well, the thing is, I think, if I should think about it hard, I think maybe that was the only instrument I could lift without.
Yeah, without a hustle, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think so. But I wanted to play the drums. I was really short. I couldn't, get there. So at the age of 4,
Did anybody
5,
teach you the drums?
No.
Or it came naturally to you?
It came naturally to me. It came naturally to me. I mean,
you started by banging tables.
Banging tables, banging little Milo tins and Ideal Milk tins, taking them out, when other people were making cars out of them, I was making drums.
But
I tried the cars thing, but
they didn't buy the Amine band. You know Amine?
Of course, I bought
Amine
loads.
band.
I bought loads. I bought the Amine band. I had them in different colors. They had them in different colors.
Blue,
the blue, red.
Charlie,
I had all of them.
Enjoy. We didn't know it was poverty.
But yeah, it's true. You're right. And then the other one where you slice the back of the pawpaw leaf. Yeah. And then put the plastic band, and then you blow through it. I did all those.
Oh, you did that one?
That
was real, actually.
It was real, and you can play notes on them. You can make holes and play notes.
That's correct.
I did those.
No, you're a real human being.
I haven't heard this. No one talk about this. Yeah.
So, but where did you grow up? In Accra, in Kumasi? Where did you grow up?
And I actually grew up in a few different places, but I think I was almost made in Accra before I even left Accra.
Oh, I see.
I was born in Accra.
All right.
In 1970 something, end of the 70s.
Thereabouts. Yeah.
Thereabouts.
Well, and at least Kutu Achampong was the head of state.
I don't think I ever saw.
No, you're too young.
Yeah. The first thing I saw was the first person I saw was
Jerry Rollins.
Jerry, yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah, Jerry.
Yeah.
That was our man. Yes, and then I grew up in Abeka La Paz.
Oh, wow.
But I was fortunate, I don't know whether it was a good or bad thing at that time. All those concert band, the people that used to be called band boys, the ones that didn't finish school, that were playing in villages and stuff that all the parents didn't want their kids to end up like. That was the lifestyle I was exposed to at that time.
Ooh.
And
but La Paz wasn't as populated as we have now today.
No,
it was quite far from town, actually.
That's what I'm saying. I mentioned that to someone, and they thought, "Are you sure?" I'm like, yeah. I thought we lived at the end of the whole. When
I was in secondary school, there was a mate of mine who lived in Abekan La Paz. It was so strange that it became his nickname. When people see him, say Abekan La Paz.
Yeah, that's it. I remember that. I remember those days as well. Yeah. But I was fortunate because I think it used to be a cheap area
affordable. Let me say affordable. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we can say whatever we want to say, but it was a cheaper area than other places. You couldn't live in Kaneshi that time. It was.
I get that.
Osu or them places.
Yeah.
All the bands lived there.
Yeah.
All the high life bands. Yeah. Every single high life band lived there because it was affordable. They could just get in there, because the bands lived together in the same house.
Yeah.
So my dad and his band, they lived in one house as well.
Wow.
So I grew up in the band house.
Oh, so you were born into it.
Big time.
Like that.
Big time.
And you saw them rehearsing.
I couldn't have gone anywhere.
Wow. So tell me, what was the name of your dad's band?
It was called K Case Number 2. His name is A.K. Yeboah.
Okay.
And he was pretty famous.
This is Anthony Yeboah, right?
Anthony
Kwame Yeboah, yeah.
You know him, yes.
Was he the one who formed KK's number 2?
He was the one that formed KK's number 2.
Oh, so that's Nana Kwame Yeboah.
Exactly.
Oh, right. So it's the same name.
It's the same name, yeah.
So there was KK's number 1.
No, that would be Kakeku number 1.
Yes.
That would be Kakeku.
Did he play with them as well?
Yes, but that was in Kakeku's band. My dad was in the Ahamanos band before Kakeku's band, and then.
No, say that slowly.
Okay, he was in Ahamanos band.
Ahamanos.
Yeah, that's what they called them at the time.
In Accra.
I think they were.
Of course, you weren't born.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know that one.
Okay, that's fine.
I didn't get that information.
And then joined Kakeku's band.
Yeah. Which at that
and
time
they
lived in Abosu with Kakeku's band.
In the Western region. Yeah, that's
yes.
correct.
Because the glass factory was there.
The mining and the glass factory.
Yeah, so it was a big place for them to live.
Kakeku number 1.
Yes.
It was a huge band.
Ohiyama Jinji, Miyankuba. That's
Ohiyama Jinji, Miyankuba. Please, let's play that one. We are not in a hurry anywhere. But for Mommy and Yum.
Ohiyama Jinji,
Miyankuba, Ohiyama Jinji, Miyankuba, Ohiyama Jinji, oh Miyankuba, Ohiyama Jinji, Miyankuba. Oyama Jinji, Miyankuba, Oyama Jinji, Miyankuba, Yama Jinji, Miyankuba, Yama Jinji, Miyankuba.
So I knew all this stuff before I left home.
So you knew all these?
This is all I listened to my whole life. Like not long ago, I made a little comment about High Life being there, and people were bashing my head. I'm like, no. I know.
You made a comment that what?
The High Life was dead in Ghana.
Well, I mean, within a certain context, it should be understood.
Exactly, because it's not the most popular music. Like when you go to the UK, the bigger bands there are the native bands from the UK.
Of course.
But over here, the bigger bands here,
you know.
Exactly.
Well, there's been some work, you know.
No, it's getting better.
It's gotten better in the last maybe 15, 20 years.
Yes, and the sound and everything, definitely. So I grew up with High Life.
Wow.
I heard all the different sub-genres, sub-little links of High Life music, from the guitar band to the Prince band to just, you know, the Kobia Warrior style.
Yes,
where you just have acoustic guitar.
And then all that.
And then the Woolomi type of High Life too, where it's also
you see the gun, which is heavy with the bass drum.
The gourmet,
yeah.
So I knew all that stuff, and I, spent.
And did you enjoy it as a young boy?
I loved it.
And
that
this would be the 90s when you were
this
80s.
Is late 80s.
80s, yes. 80s when you
were
becoming aware of everything.
That was
It wasn't the most popular genre.
No, it wasn't. And that story is going to come.
Yeah.
Which is what ended up with me playing all these other different music, because when I went to school, when I met different friends that were from whole different backgrounds, I realized, wow, the music I'm playing is quite primitive, isn't it? And then
I would imagine.
And then years later, I was like, wow, I was so fortunate to hear this music. Oh my God, this made me who I am now.
Yeah.
So it's been a full, circle of thinking I was playing great music and thinking, we're not so cool, are we?
You got to secondary school and you didn't want anybody to know that this is the song you were playing.
No, I didn't want it to know
but it wasn't
who
popular.
My father was. No, because
late
at that
80s.
time, it was Charles Amoa. At that time, it was, oh yeah, so I was like, okay, I have to just find somewhere to go with this Ohiyama Jinji, because it's not really going to work out.
No, tell me, why did you do schooling again?
I went to Cosp Preparatory School.
Okay.
In La Paz.
La Paz.
Yes, and then I went to but between when I got to stage 6 to move to the sixth form in Form 1, we moved to my hometown.
Oh, okay. In the Akropong area, right?
Akropong, yes. In the Western region. So this is where my whole other side of music started, because in my hometown, there was no electricity.
At the time.
At the time. We only had power from 6 p.m. till 10 p.m. And I was living in Accra, having electricity every day, enjoying that, and then all of a sudden my world is just gone.
Yeah.
But the good thing is I had an acoustic guitar. and there was a Catholic brass band opposite my father's house. So I enrolled in the brass band.
Just for the love of music.
Well, that's all I could do at that point. Yeah, and then went through the whole brass band, instruments. I joined as a drummer because I could play drum from Accra anyway.
Whoa.
And then before I left, I was their musical director and I was a lead trumpet player.
Wow.
Yeah, and came back to Accra in '91 or '92.
Ooh.
And that was my keyboard era, which brings us to the keyboard question you asked.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you kind of work experience, trained yourself, gained the experience, and just rose into prominence.
I was pretty fortunate because, prior to that, my dad will take me on tour whenever we had vacations. Each time we were on vacations, I'll go on tour. And at that time, I could play different instruments.
You mean you were sitting in those huge trucks?
You remember those, the Chololi ones? That,
Man.
Everywhere in
Where
Ghana.
they pack the instrument
On top
and then
of-
they put some monkey on top of it.
You remember there was also always a monkey as well. Every band had a monkey.
Why every band had a monkey?
I don't know either.
And we used to stand up by the roadside and say, Adu, Kole,
Yeah.
Wow, that must be an interesting experience for
It
you.
was a great experience. I think I was always sleeping because, the schedule was pretty.
Yeah, they did some real dangerous travels. Man.
Yeah, but their schedule was wild. Like, they'll get up at 6, pack the instruments, they'll be out of the town by 8 a.m. and drive 4 or 5 hours or 6 hours to another town.
Yeah.
And then arrive there, 4 or 5, set up the instruments, take out the cartoons, they call them, but they're like, plaques. They're like big, massive, slip boards with, different drawings
the
devil or the
characters
characters that
that-
will be appearing in the night.
But you remember when you got to some of the villages, the village folk will come and stand there.
No,
and then,
every village.
Yeah, they are
Every
watching
village.
you and they are
Watching-
happy that you have
Big time.
arrived.
People were so happy the band came because that
And
was
then
the
the
only
killers
source of
in the
entertainment.
village will come.
They dressed. and the thing is, in every village, there's one guy who's like the strongest guy.
I'm telling you.
And he doesn't want to pay.
No, he won't pay.
And
He
if you
won't
don't
pay.
let him go in,
You've destroyed the night. I know.
nobody will come to the show either because after you leave, they're gonna be like, "You went to the show, right?"
Wow, this is a real experience.
I
mean,
experienced that. Yeah, I experienced that at a very
and how
young
were
age.
you? How as a kid, how were you connecting with the adults in the band?
To be honest, the adults loved me because I think I brought something new that they didn't have. And they liked the fact that I love music and I could play different instruments. Because on tour, like if my dad's bass player, decides to leave, I'll be the bass player.
Wow.
If the drummer leaves the next day, I'm playing drums. Wow. At one point, I was playing bass and lead singing. Like,
Are you serious?
yes. So I mean, that was good practice for me. I mean, obviously, I should sue my dad and be like, child labor.
Child labor. In today's world, they'll call it child labor, man.
No, but that was good. That was my training. That was good for me because
Remember some of the places that you visited
Oh my God.
by name? Just top
Wale
of
Wale,
your head.
Zabzugu.
You went up
Dama-
north?
Everywhere. I've been everywhere in Ghana. I know everywhere.
you
The
went
Afram Plains, the Volta, they're everywhere. I've been Kofi Badukrom. That's the border to Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
The other border to Ivory Coast is Elubo.
Yeah,
to,
still with KK's number 2
KK's
band.
number 2 band. Yes. Yes. And I know. Yeah, I've been everywhere in Ghana. So before I left Ghana, I knew everywhere.
So you went up north.
Up north,
Wale Wale.
Wale Wale, everything.
Sapsugu, Navrongo.
Yeah, Paga. I saw
Paga.
the crocodiles.
The crocodiles.
Yeah, back then.
And you were still a kid then.
Yes, it must have been 8, 9.
And
or
how
something.
was it at the time? How was the reception to your father's kind of high life?
Well, at that time, they enjoyed it a lot because it was the only stuff. Anyway, to be honest, even today, people still enjoy that kind of music because when
Yeah.
you go to funerals and all that, that's all you hear before you start hearing the Afrobeat stuff. You never hear Afrobeats music at funerals in the beginning, right? They start with some gospel music, and
Yeah,
then,
that's right.
right, and then
the high life.
and then
And then when
something,
the adults leave, then they play Afrobeat.
there we go. Yeah. So
Yeah,
you're still
yeah.
gonna hear that kind of high life or Nanampedu or bra. Oh, that's the kind of
Yeah.
genre that that kind of music that we played at that time. So they still enjoyed it, and people came out. And don't forget, that time, all the bands also will play some cover music first.
Oh yeah, of course.
They will play some Jimmy Cliff or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So I heard that music from there, and that also got me thinking. Wow.
And they used to play Jimmy Cliff. They used to play Sonia Spence.
Yes.
And then
Eric Donaldson, that's the guy.
Eric Donaldson, Sonia Spence, Jimmy Cliff. Oh man, Charlie,
you know.
It's the
You've been there.
Yeah, so we've seen Kwame going through all, the various parts of the country with the father, and in the process, getting himself into music. And no wonder he turned out the way he did. We will take a short break. When we come back, we will look at the trajectory professionally and see where he indeed started from. This is Footprint. We'll be right back.
Ghana's biggest marketplace is almost here. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025 is drawing closer, and we are sold out. So get ready. Come experience 2 unforgettable days of authentic made in Ghana products, services, and culture with electrifying performances from Kwampa Band and In Ching Ching Band. It's happening on Saturday the 6th of September and Sunday the 7th of September 2025. All of this is at the A4 Sutherland Children's Park and from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. each day.
It's really exposed us to the bigger market, and I'll say to the world.
People sort of know us now from This is Ghana. People were calling and said, we saw you on This is Ghana, and are you going to be here? I was like, yeah, I'm going to be. So they were rushing here just to see us.
This is Ghana has been a very important avenue for us to showcase our business. I mean, as a small business, this has been a very great avenue.
And there's no gate fee. Yes, it's free entry for all patrons. The This is Ghana Exhibition 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM and is proudly sponsored by MTN, EcoBank, Side Hustle by EK Brand Consult, Ghana Enterprises Agency, Ghana Export Promotion Authority, Ghana Exim Bank, and AVV Rice, and is supported by Twillium Industrial Company Limited and Build Financial Technologies. Don't miss the biggest made in Ghana celebration, the This is Ghana Exhibition 2025.
Welcome back. This is Footprints with the legendary Kwame Yeboah, and I can confidently refer to him as the legendary, and you will get to understand why. So Kwame, when we talk about your professional journey, where would you say you started from?
I would say that started from when I joined, or just before I joined the Megastar Band.
Okay.
Which is like...
Now, tell me, your dad had his KK's number 2 band.
Yes, yes.
But you also had an uncle who was he a guitarist?
He's a great guitar player, yes.
I remember he played for Senior Didonko, right?
Exactly. You do know. He played for Senior Didonko, he played for Jewel Aka.
Jewel Aka, much later.
Yeah, he did a lot of productions as well with Abi Mensah and ACD. They were like the hot Ghana film sessions.
Yeah, what was his name again?
Pajima. Yes.
I actually associate his name with Senior Didonko more.
Because he did a lot. He did, yeah.
Asiko Darling.
He plays on that album. Yes, he does. Yes.
Mumba Minjimeni.
Yes. That's it.
Oh, yeah, man. We've lost all these things. So how are we bringing these things back?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I've started doing a bit with this new artist called Isiama, and hopefully we'll be able to incorporate that. And I hope a lot more artists can also bring some of the old and fuse it with the new things and play some live instruments and put some digital stuff together with it.
That's correct.
That's the only thing.
So this Pajima, you lived with him again, or he was also close?
I was almost living with him because he was always in our house.
All right.
Because of my mom.
Yeah.
He played with Senior Didonko, and Senior Didonko was like opposite our house. So when he wasn't working with my dad, He'd be with senior, and that would still be the same. So I saw him the whole time till he passed away. That was the first time I had my first heartbreak, I think.
Wow.
Yeah. He passed away, and actually at his funeral is when I started playing guitar. That was the very first time I played guitar outside.
Wow. There was a group, is it EX93?
That's it, EX93, yeah. That was
EX93.
EX93, yeah. I played keyboards in Takoradi, yes. You're bringing some good names
how was the
here.
experience in Takoradi like?
Wow, that was pretty
Takoradi
intense.
was a happening place,
It was a
man.
happening place, and Takoradi had some very good bands there as well at that time. It had
Strong,
Western
man.
Diamonds,
Yeah.
it had Mac 2, it had Osaberima.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear of these bands before?
Yeah, of course, of course.
And then it had
I'm a
ES90,
CK man, man.
big time. CK Man's band was there as well.
Yeah.
He had come back from America.
From the US, yes.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. I used to be with him in New York, so
Wow, yeah, and his band was fire. So
Yeah.
I learned a lot. I mean, all that also shaped my, abilities later to come, because I learned all that
the Western
fancy
type,
way,
fancy
exactly.
Kind of,
Because I was born in Accra and I knew this stuff, then I knew some Ashanti stuff. But when I went to,
So this will be in the mid 90s into
this
the
is
late.
1993 exactly.
Yeah.
The band was
so,
called
so,
ES93.
so that's what Felix Usud them were.
No, Felix had already been. He'd already played in Osaberima and played in Sappers. He played in. Went back to Western Diamonds
Western
in
much later, yeah.
1997,
Later,
96,
90s,
97. When he was at Western Diamonds, we were with Megastar, and I went to Kojo Entry after that.
Yeah. So you joined Megastar
Yeah.
before it was renamed Megastar. Is that correct?
Even before the company opened.
Before
we joined
Steve
in,
Marfo.
Steve Marfo was the man.
Yeah,
it was
man,
his.
and one Marfo, yeah.
He was the one that actually got us. May his soul rest in peace. He got us involved in it because it's a long story. No one has heard the story before. So one day we are home chilling. We had stopped performing with Amazing Six, myself and my two other counterparts, Kobanapoku and Kwame. And
So your Amazing Six, you are more doing jazz.
we did
stuff.
jazz. No, we played in different places. Like, there were places like Paloma,
Yeah.
where they needed music. So we'll play at Paloma, play at Cocoa Beach, play at Next Door, play at Liquat. Remember the place called Liquat?
Of course, not Kaneshi.
We played there.
Yeah.
So we played. But you play jazz and play this and play that, and then you play covers at the end. Basically,
Yeah,
small
of
cover
course.
bands, and it was
Yeah.
a dance band. And at one point, we were like, no, we want to leave Amazing Six and form our own band and be by ourselves. Lo and behold, we didn't get to do that. But we're home one day, the door knocks, and this lady comes and be like, the Tego Sisters wants to meet you because they're looking for a band. They have a new company, and someone told them about you guys. So please come and meet them, and they want to work together with you. We were like, not sure. Okay. We followed them to the art center. They had a show there on that day. We hadn't rehearsed, but they were like, oh, this is our music. Yada, yada. We listened to it. We didn't know that kind of music that much because we didn't listen to that.
Gospel, man.
You know. So we listened to it and we performed. But on that same day, Jewel Aka was also performing. And I know Jewel Aka very well, Poppy, because he's my dad's friend and I have gone to play for him before. But Dad used to loan me to different people. So if Jewel calls and say, Yeboah, my keyboard player's not in today, we're like, Uncle Jewel is calling today. And then if Nana Pedu calls and say, Yeboah, he'll be a mama. So when Poppy told me, Poppy was like, listen, I'm back. We have a new company, and you guys have to come and play for me. I'm forming the band again. It's gonna be a big band. Yada yada.
And Poppy is who?
Jewel Aka.
Okay.
So this day we've had two different artists asking us to work with them for the same company. We didn't know that.
Oh. So Jewel Aka at the time was also
under Megastar.
But
Megastar was not even, fully launched yet at that time. This is 1994.
Yeah.
Okay. And that same time, it was around this November, December. That same year, we had gone to meet Kojo Entry as well. Because Kojo Akwabwa, the keyboard player, legendary, may his soul rest in peace, who is Akwabwa's father, he had released his music, I read you through middle, and I was his keyboard player.
Oh wow!
Yes.
So you played for Arechitre
I didn't
as well?
play, no, I didn't
No,
play
not
the
the
album. No,
recording.
he played his own thing.
Oh, he played
But
his
I
own.
wanted to be like him because he was
Oh,
a fiery keyboard player. He was an amazing keyboard player. And he chose me as his keyboard player.
Oh, wow.
Out of every keyboard
That's
player.
an honor, man.
I know.
Yeah.
So I was his keyboard player, and he got the opportunity to open up for Kojo Entry that year. So this is the first time I met Kojo Entry in 1994.
96?
94.
94, okay.
Yeah. So we performed on his show,
Yeah.
Christmas time, and we made that acquaintance. I met him, all that stuff went down. But that year, Megastar was taking us.
Yeah.
And then now we had to choose between Tego Sisters or Jiwalaka.
Wow. So this is at the time when ICAM
Yes,
had
ICAM
started.
Yes.
So ICAM was at the time, I think, one of two of the biggest printing houses in Ghana.
And I thought even West Africa didn't have that much.
Yeah, but it had started as Al-Helu and Mafu.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Well.
Yes, please call me.
Yeah, it started as Al-Helu and Mafu, and they were at Fadama.
Oh, I know Fadama. That's my area.
Not this Fadama,
No, which
the
Fadama?
old Fadama.
Okay.
That is Agbogloshi,
I know,
inside
yes,
Agbogloshi.
yes, I know that one. I know
Yeah,
that one.
you saw Agbogloshi in the history books?
Yes, yes, I know that one because they migrated.
Yeah, so they moved from there to Domi,
Yes.
where they started ICAM. And then they went into the band.
Megastar, yes.
So you got in right at
the beginning, before
Yeah.
they even brought their instruments. So we got to choose the instruments we wanted.
and the instruments were topmost in the entire region, man.
Yes.
And prior to that, people used to rent instruments from Togo.
Yes, you're right. You're right. That's how. Yeah, for all the big shows all the big shows that happen in Ghana, it came from Togo or Benin or somewhere. And they
Yeah.
would drive the whole thing.
the whole track here, and then you were
Even the
fortunate.
stage.
Yes,
I think the stage
yes.
came from there too.
Yeah. And so you started this whole thing, Megastar.
Megastar came up, and we chose Tego Sisters in the end. I mean, it wasn't my
preference
at that time, but it was more like
out of respect.
Well, actually, to be honest, they came to us first,
Yeah.
but Jewel asked us first.
Okay.
On that day, Tego Sisters saw us first, but Jewel was the one that said, "I want to work with you guys."
All right.
And we still kind of went to Tego because they
So you started with Tego Sisters.
yes, we started
under
with them,
Megastar.
under Megastar, yes, and then we
This is 94, 95.
94, 95, yeah.
Good. Which did you record with them?
I did, yeah. I produced the album with Anka Matiti.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, you were heavily involved in that.
Yeah. All the music is me.
But they wrote their song.
Yeah, Reverend Yeltsin wrote majority of the songs. And I co on
Is
some.
it Thomas Yeltsin,
Thomas
right?
Yeltsin, yes, Reverend Thomas Yeltsin. And I produced his album as well. Because it was both, they were like two artists. So I produced. Yeah, that's me. That's all my ideas, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I'm in awe, I tell you, man. So this whole Ankamatiti thing that hits the airwaves in the mid 90s.
90s, yeah. That was me.
So you worked with them.
I worked with them. Yeah.
Apart from Ankamatiti, which ones?
I also did the Meaning Ring was it? They did
That was like
album,
mid-tempo worship.
Mid-tempo worship, yeah.
Yeah.
I did a few tracks for them. I mean that whole album. I did 2 albums with them, all in all. So 2 with them and 2 with Reverend Yeltsin. So it's like
Wow.
Yeah,
I
4
mean,
albums.
I want to know which one, so that means I can brag that the one who did it.
You know the song Fabi Biaramano. Fabi Biaramano. Come on for me, that's all me.
Oh,
yeah.
Charlie,
Yeah.
Charlie, like we have band for here, pa.
You know, like the live band for this here, heavy. Come and know me, like you take the mic and I take the keyboard and that's it.
Oh, that's beautiful. So
you know,
did.
that reminds me. You know, one time you did something incredible that I'll never forget. You know, we did this Mogo show,
Yes.
and Kabobo was doing his Ryan Away thing. I thought it was so spontaneous. You did it perfectly, and he was running around, and he ran out, and the way you run on the stage to mimic what he was doing, I thought it was just incredible. It was spontaneous, but just that memory just came to me right now. If you remember, that was just
now I remember the National Theatre.
National Theatre,
Like yes.
That was great.
How would I forget this?
No, that was great.
We did Mogo. We'll talk about Mogo.
yeah,
We'll
Mogo.
talk about Mogo.
Yes.
Yeah. So Tego Sisters, for how long again?
I was with them till 97, so let's say from
3 years.
95, 96, 97. Around 97 is when I started kind of fading out a little bit and I wanted to go to an academy in Denmark to school. And then at that time, I think we had kind of, maybe I had overstayed my light because it started getting a little bit slow for me, I'll say.
Yeah.
I wanted to achieve a bit more than what we had, and we weren't going forward. Our aim, we joined the Megastar situation so we could have our songs produced, but they didn't produce our songs in the end.
Okay.
They were like, oh, small boys, no, girls.
Yeah.
So I mean, we were a bit
I mean,
heartbroken.
look,
Yeah.
because Tego Sisters at the time was huge.
Massive, yeah.
And
Massive.
30 years down the line,
No, this
it's still an honor to have done what you
big
did.
time. I mean, also, don't forget, I got the opportunity to travel to London with them for the very first time. I mean, I don't like to downplay these things or
Yeah,
hide it
yeah.
for people to think. I went to record the album with them in London because at that time there weren't that many studios to record.
That's true. That's
and because I programmed everything on my keyboard, they couldn't go without me.
Yeah.
I had to be the one to operate the stuff.
yeah.
So I went with them, stayed for 3 months or something like that. And
Ooh.
I made acquaintances at that time in the studio, and they kept bombarding me with...
Was there a Ghanaian owned studio? Or
No, it wasn't Ghanaian. It was
What studio was
a
this?
British guy called Dave Yowell
Where is it?
in Kilburn, in
Okay.
London. In London, Kilburn, on Kilburn High Road.
Yeah,
Number
I
51, Loveridge Road. It's not far from the tube
On your way to
station.
Maidaville, yeah.
Exactly, on the way.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
And he was the same person that also I worked with him afterwards. He wanted me to
Wow.
work.
We'll
he
talk
was-
about that. We'll talk about that. Wow. So,
Yeah.
I mean, the Tego Sisters for me is big.
Yeah. No, but that time everywhere we went was amazing. I mean, I was surprised. I didn't realize the gospel scene was that vibrant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, 95, the advent of private radio.
Yes.
I mean, I used to play gospel. I still do play.
Really?
And Tego Sisters was, that's how I got to know them. So I'll interview them on Joy FM at the time, and then later.
Wait, so you're part of the 95 Joy?
Well, I was part of the original team.
That's true.
part of the
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so Tego Sisters and
We listen to
later
you guys.
Daughters.
I listen to you guys like
yeah,
hardcore.
you listen to me
I
actually.
listen to you guys absolutely. Yeah.
And then Daughters of Glorious Jesus.
They came out afterwards. Yeah.
And then later Susie and Mark.
And they did amazing. I mean, Susie, it's all from the same church, you know.
Yeah, they all Resurrection. Yeah.
Yeah. I was
and,
surprised when I realized. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Daughters, of course, Reverend Oswansan,
Yes.
Paul Yao Oswansan was very instrumental, and he was rewarded with a wife. Hallelujah.
That's true. Amen.
Also, I salute.
Respect.
Yeah. So you were in that space.
I was in that space, yes,
Good.
and we never rested. They made sure.
So were
we
you
knew-
doing Sunday church with them?
I would do some Sunday
Or that was your
churches.
off day?
Well, there was an off day because you meet Reverend Osu and he will put it to you that Kwame is so class story. So only I tell me you so class story. Which camera can I speak in?
That sounds like him.
He really this one, yeah, Reverend. We know what happened at that time. He will make sure he pushes that pin. So class story for whom
Thank you.
I want to be the name hand but yes, he will.
That's
he will
also
be
answer for you.
on the pulpit while we're performing there. So we had to all get saved. We had to lift our hands.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. Yeah. So you up until 97.
Yes.
97. So eventually you had to move on.
I had to move on. But 97 is when my co-entry era started.
Yeah.
And it started at the end of 96 into 97. And I did one show with Brakojo first, and then from there it's like, oh, come to the studio. I went to the studio, and he had, he had a great studio. I hadn't seen a studio like in Ghana at that time.
Before,
like,
yeah.
Wow, okay. And
this is it.
This is it. I'm like, listen, I'm going to learn everything, and I did learn everything. I stayed there. I didn't even go home that first night. I slept in the studio that night.
Wow.
Yeah, and he gave me a piece of music and said, "Oh, I have this song." Yeah. I'm like, "Okay, cool." Gave it to me. I did the song. The next morning he came. I was like, "Here's the song."
Which song would this be?
"I Love Your Style" it's called.
I love your style.
Yeah.
But that was reggae, man.
I know.
So that was like a switch from your indigenous high life tune.
Exactly, yeah. The thing is, I was, like I say, I was fortunate because of performing with dance bands. You played every genre.
Yeah.
You would start by playing jazz, and then you play some this, and then some reggae. But even with reggae, you play the Bob Marley stuff, the Jimmy Cliff stuff, that stuff, the Lucky Dube stuff. So if you're smart, you can learn a lot more and master a lot more genres than you would if you were just playing one genre.
So how long did you work with Kojo?
It's still, well, I haven't finished working with him. We still work together.
Okay,
still,
all right.
But I started from
stuff with him.
I started from 1997.
Okay.
Yeah, end of 96 is when we started, but then I was solidified in 97. We did the album Superman. That was my very first one with the Alpha Fantoy. Yeah. And he had just been to South Africa. He won the, what was it called again? There was an award, an African award.
Yeah.
And he won the award and discovered the kora instrument.
Oh, wow.
And he's like, we have to make it sound like this. So I started mimicking the kora with the keyboard.
Wow.
And then from there, all the songs became playing the guitar sound on the keyboard. So if you listen to Kojo songs, like from Afafanto, you hear there was a bit more reggae. And as it goes, the reggae starts dying.
Which one can you play on the keyboard of Kojo songs?
I can play all of them. Only they just won't sound like him singing. You know, if Samens will sing, then
no.
If Samens will sing, then obviously.
So people, this is Footprint, and I have Kwame Yeboah here. Now he's daring me to sing, and I will take him up on this. But let's take a short break. When we come back, to sing or not to sing.
He wants to practice.
This is Footprint. We'll be back.
The City Business Olympics is back! It's all about team building, networking, and staying healthy. Which game will your company participate in this year? Is it 7-a-side football, volleyball, swimming, basketball, or sack race? Rally your teammates and get ready for action. Date, Saturday, September 27, 2025. Time, 8 a.m. Venue, Eden Heights Sports Complex. Call 0558-973-973 to register your company today. Let's keep fit, grow connections, and enjoy a day full of energy and excitement. It's powered by City FM with support from Channel 1 TV.
Welcome back. This is Footprint with Kwame Yeboah, and I am Samuel Atamensa. I promised before we took the break that I was going to sing, but I need to submit my prophecy for review. You know what I'm talking about. If they bounce my prophecy, then Charlie and Kwame, can you do one of the Kojo songs for us?
Let's see. I was saying, this was the very. So he had a song goes, I love your style, and then. I think I was there. I love your style. Really makes me feel so fine. And I'm like, oh, great. He sang the song to me. I'm like, okay, great. And then he sang the verse part. Okay, how should I sing this song? What do we do? I'm like, let's have a band intro. So what's that? he sings his song. I love, you really blow my mind. I said, near and far, only your love. So the whole thing then, that's whatever it is, and then it gets, then the chorus becomes, I love your style. Because I had to bring it back to what he does. I couldn't change him.
Yeah, that's correct.
I love
The
your
real
style.
reggae.
Yeah. Your style.
Good one.
Yes.
Now, he also had some, if like some ballads,
Yeah.
kind of smooth,
Yep.
reflective, near romantic
Yep.
kind of songs. Were you involved in any of those?
Yeah, I mean, I did all these.
You did that one?
All those ones.
Oh,
Yeah.
Papa Bo.
Every
As for
instrument.
that one, you have to play it.
But I'll tell you something about
Yeah,
this.
please,
Because I came from a guitar background. When I'm playing, I have that thing, and then I was like, maybe we should play this with the guitar. But then it didn't sound the same. So I'm like, okay, we're gonna try something else. And that was the R&B era where there was a lot of nylon guitars playing. Yeah, so that's where we went from. And I'm like, okay, let's work something. I'm gonna try. Don't shoot me if it doesn't sound right.
Don't worry. We wouldn't know.
So. That I play. And then the chorus.
Sally, we'll have a ball in our second episode. Don't go there. Hey, you did all these.
Yeah.
Maybe. Look, our second episode, we'll have to take it one by one. It's going to be a musical episode.
Yeah. But you know, these tracks as well, I'm playing every instrument on the record.
Using the keyboard. Oh,
yes.
you mean
some of them?
You mean
I'm
this
playing,
recording?
The whole record is me playing the drums,
playing the guitar,
bass, the guitar.
So it's you.
It's just me.
That's
Majority of it is
amazing.
just two of us doing it, and Nanaya doing backing vocals, or someone else doing some backing vocals. Yeah.
But that's a huge talent.
Yeah.
You have to open a school.
I've been running the school in the back, but not in the front.
So you did. So once you started in earnest with Kojointri in '97, you haven't stopped.
No, I haven't stopped. But the thing is, cause he had the space. He had the space that we could record in.
Yeah.
And then in the end, I mean, I almost moved there.
Yeah.
But then there was a little lack again at that point.
Yeah.
Kojo only did shows once a year.
In Ghana. Yeah.
And then those times we didn't used to play as much. We would do maybe 1 3-month tour in America or in Europe somewhere, and that's it. Mm-hmm. But we played more in the Ghanaian communities at that time. And then we'll come back to Ghana for 8 months, and you'll just be working in the studio.
Not much happening, yeah.
So that was difficult at that time.
But the model at the time was actually on cassette sales.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'll get bored, and what I'll end up doing is I'll go to a branch spot. There's a band player. I'll go and jam them. Then I'll go to Metropole to band players. I'll go and jam them.
Yeah.
At one point, whenever I was coming, people like, he's coming. Because whenever you come, no one else can come back and play. So
I know.
This is what led into me.
Talent.
Yeah,
I mean.
what led to me disappearing.
Even within that period, you would go ahead and You know, the one that really wowed me was your involvement with some of the foreign artists. You know, I mean, I'm sure you can have a long list, but I know you did something with Amy Winehouse.
Yes, I did some stuff.
The late Amy Winehouse.
Yeah, I did some stuff. Before,
and then Craig David.
Craig David, yeah.
You still do stuff with him?
I still work with Craig, yes, from we started working in 2001.
Rewind.
Yeah, Rewind.
Rewind?
I wasn't on the album, but I joined after they recorded the second album. They needed someone who could play guitar and keyboards as good as each other. Yeah. And my name came in and I got
and
the
you
call.
got hooked up, man.
And from that time,
it's been so walking away.
Walking away. Yeah, man, I played
7 days.
7 days, yes. You know that he knows the stuff, this man.
I first met him when he was actually a DJ.
Yeah, you did
in
mention
Capital Radio, Leicester Square.
This guy knows him. He knows him. Yeah, you know. I think those days he have his vinyl tapes. Vinyl.
When all the serious guys had closed, and 10 p.m. going, this young man will come and some of the songs he later did. He used to actually
DJ them. He did say he said a few songs.
Yeah.
He said it. Yeah, you're so right. You do know.
Kwame, this is where we need to lower the curtains on this particular. This is the part one, people. It's just part one with Kwame Yeboah. But Kwame, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
We will come back with part two. And part two, we will walk through some of the Kojoinchi songs proper with the band.
Yes.
And then we go through Amy Winehouse, some of the songs you did with her. We'll go through Craig Davis.
I have to correct that. I didn't record with Amy Winehouse.
No, not recording. I played along.
Perfect.
Played along. I mean, you are not claiming anything.
No.
Look, we are okay the fact that you played with her.
Yes.
And not everybody gets that chance.
Yeah.
But because it's actually recorded that you indeed played with her.
Yes, I did some stuff, yeah.
Same with Craig Davis.
Yes.
So which other ones did you do?
I've worked with other artists like Tom Jones, Daniel Bedingfield.
Daniel Bedingfield.
Yes, Courtney Pine.
That's Natasha Bedingfield's brother.
Yeah.
No, Charlie, you do all. No, I give up, people. I give up. So this is where we have to stop. Otherwise, Charlie, people, thanks for joining us. This has been another episode of The Footprint. His name is Kwame Yeboah, and I am Samuel Atamensa. Catch you next week.